Let's talk about visual facilitation, a graphic facilitation. And I know the first thing you're going to say is, whoa, Chris, I am not an artist. But here's the thing, and I need you to trust me on this. All of us are artists. We may not be great artists, but we're all artists. So step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Here's what's important to know about visual facilitation and flip charts. First, putting flip charts on the wall that are clear and neat and capture key learning points helps people recall their learning day. So when they're getting a little bit bored in the mid-afternoon and they're not really listening to you anymore, but they're looking around the room, their eyes are capturing all of the previous learning points. Also, they're going to be taking pictures of the flip charts and taking that home for the review. So these are important documents of the learning. So a few rules to follow. First, make sure you're using the right type of pens. Flip chart pens should not be dry erase markers. They should be markers that do not bleed through the paper, have plenty of ink, and have bold colors like black and blue and green and red. Spend a little bit of money in getting good markers. Put a red border around all of the sheets on the flip chart, and you can do this in advance. This helps frame them, it makes them look professional, and it provides a little bit of a consistent DKSH look and feel. When you are writing, write neatly in capital letters, all capitals. This is easier for people to read. If you write stuff down quickly, or if your handwriting is messy, it won't do people any good because they can't read it. You don't need to write every word. Capture key ideas, but write neatly. You don't need to capture everything someone has said. Capture the key things. And a technique to use to do this is to use Post-it notes to write down what people are saying and then go back during a break or an activity and fill in the rest of the flip chart with the most important ideas. Manage the space. So think about your flip chart in terms of 4 quadrants. You want to balance the information neatly so there's not too much information in any one area. Remember that bullet points are your friends. Don't just write big blocks of texts, but instead have bullet points with the key ideas. And then use basic graphics. You don't have to be a fancy artist, but squares, arrows, triangles, the simple shapes of a star, a tree, and what we call star people, and you'll learn in the class how to draw those. These basic graphics help make the charts or the flip charts more interesting to look at, and they're easy to draw. And finally, don't flip the flip charts. I know they're called flip charts, but don't flip them. If you flip them, no one can see them anymore. So instead, bring a good cutting knife with you, bring some nice masking tape, have it pre-cut and ready to go, and after you finish a flip chart, quickly slice it off and hang it up on the wall where people will be able to see it later. When you get to the facilitation skills class, we'll spend a little bit of time playing around with this, but I want you to consciously step out of your comfort zone and overcome this fear of being an artist and practice becoming a visual facilitator.